Hi friends, Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Welcome to another haul video. I have a ton of stuff to go through. It is not all going to make it on this video because this was a haul that I did over Memorial Weekend, and it is, I think, 3 or 4 different estate sales, a vintage vendor mall type store that I went to, and then some yard sales. I do not think I got anything from any thrift stores this time. However, there's so much, so it's going to be broken into different videos. So let's get started. I don't want to waste any of your time talking about stuff without showing you stuff. So I have a bin right next to me. I'm just going to pull things out of it. It's they're all mixed up in from different estate sales. I don't think that really matters. Just estate sale is what it is. So these, I found paper doilies. I always grab them when they're a good price. So this is a pack. It's got quite a few in there. And then this must have been, I'm thinking this was a cake maker. Yeah, 50 pieces of white cupcake holders. So I like these. I think there's one that was actually opened. I like these because it's just, I think they're just great to use in different pieces of art. Look at, isn't that pretty? It's got the, you know, like that Sizzix, like die cutting. That's what I'm trying to get. That's the word I'm trying to think of. So I bought these. I just went ahead and grabbed all the packs that were there and I just threw them in my bin. So there's a lot of that. I've always grabbed these ones. And I know you can find these at, you know, any kind of department type store that sells cake making things, or crafty store. This is to set your, I think, your cupcakes and your cakes and things like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's a big pack, but these are fun to copy dye and ink dye and do all kinds of things. They're pretty plain types of doilies. There's nothing very spectacular about them until we change them up with the inks and colors, in my opinion. And then this one was an oval one. So of course I threw all of those in my little stack. And let's see, I'm gonna scoop out some things here and we'll just go through them together. I honestly don't even know everything that's in them because I bulk things up. I was like, hey, if I just buy all of this in this pile, would you take this much money? So that's a lot of my shopping. This is some more of those cupcake pieces. I like this one. It's got the design all the way through it. And let's see. So I have like fabric, lace, paper, you name it, it's in here. There was one place that I went to that was my most favorite estate. Well, it's hard to say. I would say it's my most favorite estate sale that I went to because whoops, I'm messing up my line here. I bonded. I had like a bonding moment with the lady there. So here's some brand new bobby pins, never been used. I'll stick that someplace else. But let's see. So we've got some paper here. There was cards in here, envelopes. So these will all go in a specific area in my craft room, in my stuff to go through and let go of envelopes and cards. I do like to take a quick peek at them to see if there's anything like really vintagey or small. And that's just the inside of a card, it looks like. A lot of these notepads, we'll put those over there. And then this one is another one of those. This is 2007-8. It has 2 bookmarks and, oh, and some paper inside. It looks like it goes with like these types of paper packs. I'm gonna put it, or not, these are cards. All right, get it together, girl. I have a paper pad. I have the paper pads over here and I have cards and envelopes to this side. Anyhow, this one estate sale, I'm just going to show these as I tell you my little story here. One of the estate sales that I went to was 2 sisters, and they were doing an estate sale. Their mom left. And I believe their mom's name is Marjorie. I have it written down on a tablet that I cannot find at the moment. And their mom was just an artist of all types of crafting things. And she made handmade dolls and all kinds of stuff, like all kinds of things. As I'm looking through and I'm getting together my bucket, I had to get this because it's Halloween. It's got a spider. I think I actually have this pad in my stash someplace, but you can never have too many spiders and Halloween stuff. Anyways, I found this little tiny journal, which I don't know what bucket it's in, but you'll see it at some point, a little orange envelope. And she was going through it. She's like, oh, the daughter. And the daughter's name is Storm. Hi, Storm, if you're watching this. Anyways, so Storm goes, oh my gosh, this is a little pop-up book. I had to get this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, it would be interesting. to learn to like pull this apart and learn how to do these folds and then make that for the kids. I think that was part of my thought, but I don't know. We'll put that aside. Here's a book of The Little Prince. Anyhow, Storm goes, oh my gosh, she goes, I made this little book. And it was a little journal. It was a handmade journal, and that's why I got it. And so I said, I go, oh, that's what I'm doing with all the stuff, because I had a bunch of like rickracs and lace pieces and all kinds of stuff. And I go, that's what I like to do. I like to use all these things to make journals. And that's what I say whenever I go. I learned already a long time ago, I just say journal, or, you know, something like that. And she goes, she stopped counting the stuff up. And she goes, journals. She goes, looks at me and she goes, I make junk journals. And I said, that's what I'm making. So anyways, we totally bonded over all of that. And it was just really great fun to talk to her, to look at her mother's things with her, and hear the stories behind the items that her mom made and her memories from when she was younger. It was really like the most heartfelt experience that I could have experienced going to an estate sale. Anyhow, I did end up with a very large handmade doll that her mom made. And I think I showed her in a little quick sneak peek of photos on my community page or post. I'm not sure what it's called. I see it as post when I go to put something on there, but I think it's called the community tab. Anyhow, so here's some books. This one was really cool. Needlecraft encyclopedia. So this, I just love it for the cover. Like, if nothing else, I would take this off, make it into a bookmark or a belly band or something inside the book, use this as my cover for a journal, and then use these pieces in here and then piece some of them out into paper packs, because it's got some pretty cool images. All right, so I wanted to tell you stories while I was looking at this, but my friends, I'll be here forever. So these were cool. I liked all the images in these little books, so I threw these in my stash. And then there's also this book right here, Ornate Pictorial Calligraphy. So isn't that beautiful? This is gorgeous. So I like to look on some of these. It's got 150 examples. Yeah, let's see, and it is 1982. The first time it was in 1951, I think, and then later it was published, first published in 1982, it says. This Dover edition. Okay, just a little confusing there, but I love all the images. I think they're super cool. I think this right here would be a great book to make paper packs out of. I'm not sure if I would sell it individual or not. I think I would do paper bundles with that. So there's those little books there. There's so many books, my friends. Wait until you see some of the stuff I found. I'm so excited. So this Stationery. So Merry Christmas. And of course, whenever I see the Grinch, I think of, who do I think of? I think of my friend, our friend. I think of Denise. So there's some of those cool, fun paper for Christmas. I guess I'll just put it in my little paper stash there. And then there was also a pack of Halloween papers too. Probably can, I don't know if you can see it through that glare. I'm gonna just take it out of that plastic anyways. I know, it's silly, huh? It's just gonna fly everywhere, but it won't. I have a little stash. I think this is cute. I feel like this would be like if I photocopy or back this onto a stronger paper, it would be fun, like little notebook for the kids. However, I would like to just take one of them and just cut that off and make that on the front. I don't know. I'm not finishing my sentences. Sorry, I have a bad habit of doing that. Here's some more paper, or no, these are envelopes. Are these envelopes and cards or just envelopes? Let's read. 15 envelopes. Oh, this must go with that Grinch paper. Okay, makes sense. All right, so now we're gonna go into some lace, I guess. So there's this really pretty blue lace. Love that. There was this big piece of pink lace. So her mom made dolls and things like that. So I'm guessing this is probably, well, she made all kinds of stuff. Like the house was filled with such beautiful things, and we didn't even get there on the first day. So they had this one estate sale with the sisters. They had an estate company that came in to do it. And I think they did it for 1 day or 2 days. And then they didn't have anyone to work over the weekend, so they pulled out. And so the girls decided they're going to do it on their own, because one sister flew in from the East Coast and one's over on the west side of Washington. So it was just really, they needed to get it done. And so they did it themselves. However, the company that did the estate sale sold their garage sale sign. They sold it. during the estate sale. So, I mean, I'm sure it was by accident. This, okay, if you know me, you know I cannot get enough of this beautiful goldish yellow vintage color. I love it so much. This is such a giant piece of lace. So this will be, I'll be able to get this cut down. Gosh, so much of it. There's just so much in here. So much. I think I have enough stuff. I already had enough stuff to sell for a long time. And now I have even more stuff. Here's my thing. Here's my deal. Here's my deal. I was telling Jason, I said, hey, you know, I think what I'm going to do, because I'm still trying to make room downstairs in my sales room and in my craft room to put things. I don't know how this is. Oh, this is pinned. Oh, I should have brought a pin cushion up here. Anyways, I said, I think I'm going to just integrate the new stuff into the stuff that I've already got organized, because I literally don't have room to put this stuff downstairs. This is gorgeous. This is like polka dots. There's this lace right here on here, and it goes all the way down to right there. And let's see, just for, you can see how big this is. Here's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper right there, see? So it's 8.5 by 11 or so piece. The lace is wrapped around, and then you have the second lace right here, which is this one. Let me pull this off here. This one right here, isn't that cool? I'm upstairs in my dining room, kitchen area, and everything's here on the floor next to me in boxes and bins and on the table here. So I'm hoping that this video comes out okay. I don't have the kind of lighting I have downstairs. I do have a big window in front of me. I'm hoping that helps. But isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now maybe I'll use that pin. And I'll pin this here. Maybe. I'm not very good at this. Okay, there we go. That one's down. We'll stick that right there. And then we have another piece of this beautiful lacy trim right here. There's this piece. I love this. I've had this before. I think I may still have some of this downstairs, but there's some of this right here. Isn't that gorgeous? My camera is so high, I honestly can't tell what I'm showing you. I hope this turns out. Again, I hope I don't, and I also hope I don't keep saying that. Here's a piece of trim right here. I think this would be fun. I mean, it's really white, so I don't know. I think I would definitely dye it, but I feel like this is something I want to put into my coffee dyeing area to use for strips and coffee dyeing. Maybe I'll set that aside just in case. I'll put it back up there on top of that jar. I have a line of my bluish glass mason jar ball. I have a line of them right there. That's as far as I can go. Okay, so this, she was making something here, the ruffle. So this is actually, it's already sewn on there. That's really pretty. I like that. So I'm going to leave that as is, of course. Let's see, there's some more laces right here. That's pretty. So I don't know how to tell what is vintage lace or antique lace or new lace. I think it's pretty, I don't know what the word is. I feel like I can easily tell if it's modern for sure. Like I feel like this is modern, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I feel like that's modern. This is this right here, this lace. This is this lace. Let's see. Let me grab this bundle of lace right here. I'll show you all of this. And then we have some other things to go through. So there's this one right here. This has got kind of a, like a little bit of a shiny, no. I feel like you can, like it's a little bit shiny here and there, but I can't really tell. This lighting is not the best. No, yeah, there's like a little bit of a sheen to the thread. Okay. Anyhow, it's really pretty. Again, I think these are, I love these pieces for all kinds of things. Like I think it's already perfect for a belly band. It's great for pockets. It's great for spines. It's great for coffee dyeing or ink dyeing to get prints. I think that this would work well with that. I don't know. Then I have this piece right here in this little container. This is beautiful. So these are the ones that, this is the right side up. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. And then this is the back side where you can see that stitching. And the stitching has a different, I feel like it's like a monochromatic, is that how you say it, where it's like color on color? And I just feel like it adds dimension, and I really like that. I know not everybody likes their lace inside out, but this is really pretty. And it's funny because even when I was a little girl, sometimes when I would have clothes, I thought, because of the way the stitching was. And I always thought, gosh, it's so much prettier inside out. And I would want to wear them inside out. And my mom would tell me, Sandra, you have your shirt inside out. You need to go turn it around. I'm like, are you sure? I mean, I was really, sometimes I'd be really confused, like, but it's so much prettier inside out. The colors of the opposite side of the fabric. I don't know if anybody here knows what I'm talking about, but I honestly had a big hang up with that. And apparently I still do. So this is really pretty. I love this. I could use this one both ways, I feel like, either front ways or back ways. Here's another little, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's like butterflies. So cute. I can just clip those. Clip the little things right there. And then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little butterfly appliques. This is pretty. Just one little strip. Oh, I hope I find more of this. This is awesome. I love the little triangles. Oh, yes. So cute. Like they make cute little tabs already done. Pieces that hang off the bottom, the sides, the whole shebang. Whole shebang. Here's another beautiful piece of lace. Look at, there's already some ink or dye in there. So I'll just keep going with that, I guess. Might be able to rub that out. Sometimes you can get a good rub out, but sometimes it just spreads. Another piece of lace. So lots of bits and pieces. Here's another pretty piece. This looks like a curtain or a bottom of a dress or something. Like when the dresses are ruffled down, or maybe it was going to be a collar. I don't know. That's a pretty nice piece there. All right, let's have another little piece here. I think I have more in there, but I'm just grabbing what I can find off the top. This, I can't tell if it's actually a beige lace or if it was dyed or if it's just dingy. But it was, everything was like really nice and clean, and like it was literally her craft room. So I don't fully know on this one. I'm gonna set this one aside because I don't know. I think it's like a beige color. This one, oh, that's pretty. Okay, so she was already putting these two pieces together. Isn't that incredible? For all my friends here who do stitching and sewing, like I know you're like, yep, I do that all the time. I just think that is so incredible. Like I know that is not something that I will ever be able to do with the way my hands are and the way I get tangled up in things and my impatience. All right, let me move this lace aside for a second and we'll look at something else. Where do I put this? I don't know. Right there. All right, let's see. Got this really cool piece of fabric. This is nice. I didn't bring a measuring tape up here with me, so I'm going to use this 8.5 by 11 piece of paper to give an idea. So 8.5 by 11, I can put 2 of these on here and still have some room. And the same thing, not quite. I'm going to overlap a little bit going down. So I overlap about, what is that, about 1.5 inches or so? Okay, so this is cool. This is like upholstery. It's green. It's got like these little, like these triangles. What's it called? What's that called? What does that look called? The triangles. I don't know, but I love this. This is like a real pretty sagey green. There's, oh, some Halloween fabric. This is pretty. Oh, I might actually have enough here to do something with for the kids, or even make a cover. That's pretty. I love the colors. I love the purples and the oranges. Oh my gosh, so pretty with the gold and the black. Yeah, give that to me. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. There's also, I found this in my little stash here. So I also, at this yard sale, this was an estate sale. At this estate sale, this is where I had bought the big boxes filled with fabric. And I was just like digging through it. And I started to dig through it. And I was like, you know what? If I bought all of them, how much would it be? And I looked at my husband. I was like, can we fit it in our car? So this is really pretty. It's got that metallic-y kind of a look on it with the gold. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this. All right, let's see. We also have another big piece of fabric. This, I think, is a tablecloth, but it's purple. It's a little bit heavier duty, like an upholstery type fabric. And there's the back and the front. Isn't that gorgeous? This is beautiful. So this is one of those things where I have to open it up and see, like, it's purple. I don't do, will it fit my table? I don't decorate in purple, but you know, what if I'm having a purple day? I'm just kidding. I actually think this will be beautiful on journals, covers. It's just gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. So we'll stick this fabric right here for a minute. and see, do I have anything else in fabric in this box? I have this right here, and then I have some baggies and things. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Fabric and lace. So I have so much stuff that I can't even carry it downstairs because I'm not strong enough, number one. So Jason said, why don't you do your video up here, and then as you go through it, I will pack it down the stairs for you. Oh my gosh, I just had to look at this again. Isn't it so pretty? So pretty. Okay, nice. All right, let's get back in here. I have some more books right here. Let's get these out of here. I want to put this stuff back into this tote. So we'll get all of this stuff out. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I got some pretty cool things in here. Whew. Let's see. More paper and some books. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do this first. This is a book, Webster's Handy Dandy Dictionary. So I can't help it. I have to get these little books. They're so cute. They make the perfect little journals. They also make wonderful decor in the house. So this book belongs to, since 1884, Canada's school fundraisers, Moyer School. I'm trying to find some dates on here. Bernadine. Oh my gosh, that's my sister's name. My sister-in-law's name, Bernadine. I love that name. School district. And where though? I don't know. This is Toronto, Canada. And how funny, look at that, looks like a W, and Bernadine's maiden name, of course, is my last name, which is Wildermuth. It's funny. It's just interesting little things like that. All rights reserved. Let's see, copyright. The first copyright was 1918, then 1927, 1932, and then there's also one here, 1925, in Philippine Island. So anyways, pretty cool. Love that. All right, so we have that book. This is a handbook of English with some handwriting in there, a little note paper in there. And this one is copyright 1941. So this would be either, so these books right here are books that I'm either going to sell as a whole, or I'm going to make paper bundles and things like that from them, because it's got a lot of great pages in there, but it's a lot of, I feel like even for me, I feel like that's just a lot of book pages to have to deal with. Like if I love the book, I buy the book, and then I'm like, I have all these pages. So I think of it kind of like that when I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a paper bundle with it. Books like this one, same thing. It's got a lot of papers, but then I look at this one as I might use this as decor in my house, or or for a setup for a photo shoot or something like that. Not that I do photo shoots, but somebody does. That's how I think. That's the way I think about it. So this one is a first course in algebra, and it is, okay, Pearl River School, New York. So these books have traveled. They've had more traveling time, I think, than myself, and I've done a lot in my younger years. September 29, 1943 is the stamp of when this was at the school. But let's see if there's a copyright. Yes, there is. 1936 and then 1943. Oh my gosh, look at this. Isn't this cool? So cool. It's the size of my hand, which I know I didn't measure my hand for you, but there you go. For point of reference. Yeah, I like this book a lot. I like this book. This would be, I think, a pieced out book. I would piece it out. Peace out. Let's see, what's this one? This is a photo album, I think. It's Williamsburg. It's a Williamsburg little book here. Make sure I'm still on the camera. Oh, it's even filled out. So Marge Hammond. Oh, this was her retirement book. And I know, like, and it's got a lot of, empty pages in here. So these are fun to play with in the journals. And I love how it's already got like these split lines. It makes you feel like sometimes it's the guesswork out of like where to fold them and what to do with them. I don't know. Maybe there is no guesswork, but sometimes there is for me. So I have that one right there. And then I keep moving that out of my way because I'm trying to look through these books. And then there's this book right here, Plants and Flowers. It's just a soft cover book. And I almost didn't look at it. And then I opened it up and I looked at all these pictures. Isn't this beautiful? Like, what a wonderful book. It's got a lot of gorgeous flowers. They have a sheen to them, but they are very pretty. Let's see, when was this one? There's a newspaper clipping, Get Perennials in Shape for Winter. This one is 1974 copyright. Isn't that cool? Love it. All right, so I have that book right there. And then I have another little book right here. Oh, I thought it was ripping, but it wasn't. Where is it at? I feel like this would be perfect to make like a cute little journal and maybe do an inventory of my things. So I remember where they are. And then every time I change my room around, I have to redo my little book, my inside. So maybe I should make the insert one that you can take out. Where is it at? A collection of semi-inspirational poems from Ma Barnes' album. Aren't these beautiful? Oh, you can tell she had favorites. Look at there's little stars on them. So, I don't know. Is there a copyright? It doesn't say anything in there, but they're poems. Do poems have copyrights? I don't know. But anyways, super cute. Love that. And another little book right here. Friends. I had to get this. I just love it. I love it when I see the word friends. I'm so excited that I have so many wonderful friends. But look, isn't that cute? So here's what I propose. I propose that all my friends send me a photo and I will put our photos in here and we'll be like friends. Just kidding. But that would be kind of fun. Anyways, but what a cute little thing. It doesn't have to be a photo, but I don't know. I was just thinking like when I seen this, like, oh, this would be so cool to thinking of this, thinking of that. I don't know, of things you could do. So I have this little book. So cute. And I know lots of people like to make tiny journals. I don't know that I would try. I don't know yet if my hands would let me be happy doing that or not, but I would try. I found another piece of fabric here. Let's get this out of the way so I can get it into the fabric bundles, or fabric packs pile over there. And this is leopard. So cannot say no to leopard. I don't know why. Does anybody else feel that way? Like, it's just such a beautiful print. Nature, animals, I just love it all. So there, put that over there. And then I'm going to move these books over here to the side so I can show you something else. I don't want the books in there. Okay. This book right here is so cool. I have to show you this. So when I picked this book up, it's fabric. She covered it in fabric, and I'm guessing she did her own stitching on this, hand stitching. Look at this. Is that not the coolest thing? And then it's got this string right here, so you can take that off. I didn't try. I don't want to wreck. I don't know how to get it off of there without wrecking anything. So I'd have to like really pay attention. But this book was, what did Storm say? She said, that was my mom's dictionary, her Latin dictionary when she was abroad, somewhere. So Latin and English. Isn't that so cool? And then oh my gosh, look at my friends. Here is the stuff. So she never finished it. So here's the rest of that embroidery thread with the needle. Oh my gosh, be careful, Sandra. I'm going to put this in the front and I'm just going to pin it on here. I'm going to go get it through the threads, go down, in, and then back down. There we go. Now it's on the cover. Yay. Oh, save myself. So, but I kind of wanted to take this off to see what the outside of the book looks like. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. I love it without the cover on it, but I need to keep the cover with it because I think there's a little bit of a story with that. It is very stained and aged, but it is really pretty. I'll put that back on later. All right, let's see what else is in this. I'm gonna pop everything out here and then we'll look at it. This was a cool leather checkbook holder, and I don't know. I just threw it in there. Maybe I'll use it to make a cute little journal. Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. It's an old Barnes and Noble one. I mean, it definitely has some wear on it, but I think with the just the marking on it, I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna put that over there in miscellaneous stuff. That would be garbage. And then there were these bags of laces. I'll show you those in a second. But I also had all of these packs here. And so there's rickrack. These all separate out. So I have rickrack. I have seam binding. I wasn't sure what was in here. I don't know what kind of binding that is actually. And then here's some more of that blanket binding. This is the stuff that I like to crinkle, and then we have the fabric-y ones, and then there's a lace one. So I have quite a few packs of these. These, I don't think I bought these at, I think this was from a different sale. I don't remember, maybe not. They might have been in this one. I don't know. Like I said, I just bulked things together. She was adding things up, and then she gave me really good deals. They really needed to get the stuff gone. It was the last day. That also makes a difference when you're at sales. Like if it's the last day, depending on what's happening afterwards. Like I know some estate sales places, they also offer, like, I don't know how they work their system. I just know that sometimes, I don't know if they buy the bulk of it or if they just take it to their warehouse, but I've been to places like big, like cold warehouses where they just have a lot of stuff that was from estate sales. Maybe somebody else comes in and buys all the stuff that's left over for like a certain price, and then they take it. I don't know. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe you know, maybe you've done it. Maybe you do it. I don't know. So there's those. I have more of these packs around here, so I got to find those. That's my little book. And then here's the laces. Guess what? This is the one I needed. I needed this, and now I have it, but it's too late. I think what I'm going to do in my shop, on my live sales, and then also in my Ko-fi store as things progress, is I'm taking all the pieces that have been opened. I'm putting those in my stash to use for right now. Anything that's sealed or hasn't been used, like this one, I don't think this one's been used. It's not pinned or anything, and it still has part of the plastic sleeve. So anything that's in a hole, I'm more than likely put that in sales, only because I have so much. I just need to get some stuff moved out. So these were Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner classy stick-ons. I have no idea how old or new these are. They're just cool. She said her mom liked cartoon stuff. Well, I do too. And here was a cute little thing that was handmade, made into a pin. It's a little fabric piece. That's so cool. That's going to stay in my stash, and it's going to be also inspiration to make something, I think. However, I need to get this pin in there because it's going to poke me. It's going to poke me. I'm a little scared. What's this? 50th anniversary, 1954 to 2004, Golden Credit Union. Not sure if that's a scented thing, so I don't want to take it out. There's that. There's also, I kept pushing this aside. I also have this little yarn fiber, these colors. I don't think I have that in my stash. I thought I grabbed that. And then this, that's really pretty. These are great for all kinds of things in our journals, but I know I like using them for like dangles and tassels. This, I didn't realize this made it in my box, but here we go. It's a single Singer skirt marker. Maybe I do remember getting this. Maybe I was thinking that this would be cool. I want to make sure I don't rip anything. I don't want that tape to be on there any longer than it has to. There you go. This I thought would make a cute journal cover. So that is cute, but also I don't know, does anybody collect these types of things? And if so, would they want the whole box or just the pieces? If nobody collects them, what do I do with that? I don't know. I just thought this would be a cute journal cover, and then it's got, even all the side pieces are kind of fun to play with. So there's that. Also in this container, to finish it off, I have, of course, some more stationery pieces. I love this because I like the skinny lines. I don't know if you can see that, but that's cool. And then this is just stationery. So it's just got all those marble colors. What's it called? It is, oh, marble paper. All-purpose marble paper. So this is always great fun to use in journals just for added color and textury papers and things like that. So I popped that in my stash. That goes in the stationery pile. And then there's bags and like just oodles of things. She's like, so I have this little cat was in there. So that's kind of cute and fun. The crocheted bow. I'll put that with, what do you call it? Holiday type of things. There's, And as I was picking through like the different baggies to take, and Storm was like, oh, here, you need this one too. She was just putting them in my, she gave me a really good deal though. She just kept throwing them in my bins. Look at this, isn't that pretty? So there's that piece, there's this piece. So these are all just like pieces, I believe, in here. Oh, that's gorgeous. So many pretty pieces. All these little flowery pieces are kind of bent and I don't really know what to do with them, but I'll set them aside for now. I'm hearing you, my friends, as you are letting me know. I keep saying, oh, I'm just going to toss that. And I keep hearing, stop doing that. Somebody wants it. Stop doing that. And then I think, yeah, you're right. Because even if it was something I was going to toss, I mean, at the very least, somebody might just want to pay the shipping to get it. I mean, right? So if it's not something that I'm going to use, and if it's not something I'm going to sell, and or so big and heavy that I just would rather donate it locally, then maybe I should also offer, like, here's some stuff. You can have this, just pay for shipping. We just have to figure out a way to do that because I don't want to pay taxes on it as I don't want to pay taxes on it. Yeah. So there we have this piece right here. I guess you could do PayPal friends and family if you were just paying shipping. There's a piece right there that's gorgeous. And I realize that if you don't really know me yet, you'll probably be like, yeah, lady, I'm not doing that. But for anyone that's been here for a while that knows me, I'm sure that you know that I will keep my word. This is cute. This is starched. Looks like it was made into a little hangy thingy. Oh, it has like a little crystally heart there. That's cute. You throw this. So I emptied out that one container. The rest of it's right here, and I'm just filling one of them with just laces, and anything lace related, and that includes that these pieces right here, like this. And set that aside. I might just end up putting all the rickracs and trims in there. I know those are going to go into their own section. Rickrack goes into its own section. The lacy pieces go into their own section. This one will go into its own section because it's full. And these will go right here in my section. That's my section, that section. So here's, oh, this is a nice bundle. Oh my gosh, it's still going. This is pretty lace. Lots of lace, my friends. I'm telling you, so much beautiful lace. I like to see the back side too. There we go. Look at all that. Put that in there. Then we just have some loose pieces right here. So I'm going to take the loose pieces and just set them to the side. Same thing. Anything that's loose like this, I'm just going to set it to the side. Except this kind of rick-racky stuff. That has to go. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put that over here where the rick-rack might lie. Down. Oh, look at this. This is cool. I can't tell if this is, I feel like this was something, was this a trim or was this actually cut off something? This reminds me of stuff like you see on lamps. That's pretty. I love that color. Putting that one into, this one is going to actually go into the lacy pieces. These ones right here, I just don't feel like I'm going to use them, so that's why I'm putting them in their own little pile over here. Let's make that correction. This one has this really shimmery red and purple. I kind of thought it was beads at first, but it's not. I'm going to put that over here. That will get used. Little pom-pom. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm going to hang that over to the side. Some more lace. This is all together. Was this on a lampshade or a pillowcase? I don't know, but it's really pretty. Another piece there, another piece there. This is the stuff, like I pull this off when I'm pulling off the, or is this actually lace? I'm gonna put it right here. I keep the pieces that, like when you're separating that, whatever that stuff they use when they're adding two pieces of lace together, and it has that, if I come across it, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you don't know, here it is right here. Like this little meshy piece, I'll keep those. They make really cute bows and ties. Here's some more lace. Here's some more lace, ruffly stuff, lacy bits and pieces, fuzz. I'm gonna let that go. That's going, friends. I'm not gonna ship that. Here's some black lace, a little bundle of black lace. That has to go over here in the corner because I actually keep my black lace separate from all my lace. I feel like it's a very specific thing for me in my crafty area. This is pretty. I feel like this is gonna make great coffee dyed papers. So I'm actually going to stick this over here into the coffee dyeing area. And then these, I know I'm not going to use these. Pardon my dog. Somebody must be pulling. Maggie. Come here, girl. All right, and then these are already cut pieces, so this is going to go into like a scrappy stuff. So I'm going to step that too. I'm going to put that on top of this other jar up here. This, oh my gosh, did you guys hear my elbow pop? I'm going to put this into the scrappy bits over there as well. I'm going to check the time, and then if we have time, I'm going to go through one more bin of laces. All right, I feel like I have maybe 20 minutes left, so I'm going to try to go through these quickly. There's a whole bunch more baggies of stuff right here. So I'm just going to open them up and kind of separate them as we look at them. So these were really stuffed full. This looks like trims, mostly like trims and pieces, but look at these cool lacy pieces that are in here. There's some of this gold. This is really cool. I can't tell, is this paper? I think this is actually a paper. It feels like a paper trim, the gold one does. I'm just going to put these. Now that I'm seeing how many different trims I have of these little tiny laces and things like that, I'm going to make a new area. I'm just going to throw them over here into the empty bucket. Oh my gosh, look at cute little doilies. Smaller pieces. There's some staining and stuff on them, but that's no worries. We don't mind that. Here's some red, white, and blue. Put that over there, some more lace and some more, I'm going to throw that over here into the loose pile, there, to the other pile, the one that I'm not too keen on. This one, I love that. And then, oh my gosh, we cannot go piece by piece. We will be here forever. I'm going to try really hard just to kind of give you a glimpse of them all. And then I will separate them later. I'm just going to throw them into this bucket up to the side. One of these large bins, and then I'll worry about organizing it later. So I feel like I have months of work to do. So what's this? This is a, is this stretchy? Yep, stretchy cord, some more lace, little cord. Oh, and I found the journal. Oh, and look, I have a new soft measure. I like to carry these with me when I'm shopping so that I can measure things instead of carrying a heavy measuring tape, which is what I used to do. Here's a little journal that I picked up, and I was like, what in the heck? And I opened it up, and it was so cute. And this is what, and Storm said, she goes, I made that. Isn't this so adorable? So I was like, I had to get it. And the binding goes around. Oh, I just stretched it out. So it's older. I think it's been a little while. And so can you pull that out? Or is that just like the, I don't know. But so cute. So I was like, I had to get that little tiny journal and put that over there with the books. So some snaps, some more lacy bits, rick-rack. So see, these are all filled. So I feel like I could put these, if I don't have the color, I mean, if I already have the color, I can put these into the thing. Can't tell if that's been used or if it was just busted open, but for now, I'm just going to put them all together like this and not worry about separating. This is black. Lots of good colors. This is the loop braid. I'm going to put those all right there like that. Oh, look at that pretty applique. Is there just one? Yes, but it's still gorgeous. Okay. This, I'm going to open these baggies up and get this out. Oh, a pin. I'm going to take that pin out. That's just a little too dangerous for me. Let's see. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? So pretty. If I come across these types, that I will definitely show you a little bit more on the detail on that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. I love how she just, everything was just taken, all her stuff, she loved it. So she took such great care of it. Look at that piece. Another applique. What's this? Oh, monkeys, because she, you know, her zodiac sign was the monkey. This is from Marjorie's stash. Her, all her crafting. I almost didn't get these, and I thought, you know what? Wait a minute. Those would be cute on like charms and dangles and things. Not charms, dangles. All these little spools. So I did grab that. I don't know why I'm putting that kind of stuff out there. Put that over there. Some more loose cords and things like that. Some little tiny white balls. What's this? Oh, cute. Look at a little set. Dress it up. Creative Collection Sunflower. So that's cute. It's got a heart. It's got some buttons and some little flowers. I'm going to keep that all intact in that little package. What's in here? This is a mix of things. Ooh. Oh, things are coming out. Oh, well, I guess it is an angel. What is it? It's like it's really pretty. It's really pretty. So it must have had, oh, the pin. So the pin, here's the pin. I just have to attach that pin back to the back, and then it would be a pin again. Let me put that over there so I don't lose it. So we have some pretty lace right here. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty, so delicate. A little tiny doily, some tiny balls. What are they called? Pom-poms, not balls. What's up with the balls? Anyways, everything has to have a different name around here. What the heck is that? I don't know. I'm not sure. At first I thought it was supposed to be an elephant, but now, is it a fork? Oh, it's a pitchfork. Is it a pitchfork? I don't know. I don't know, but it's kind of soft and fluffy. I feel like that can be made into something. Some more trim. I'm gonna put all of this stuff over here into the thing to go through in a minute. And then I have some more trim right here. Some pretty trim right there. This lacy trim right here is really, really delicate. So gorgeous. What do you do with this real delicate stuff? I mean, I know what I like to do with different things, but what do you like to do with it? Or do you even like to play with it? This is so pretty. So pretty. And this is, I feel like this is vintage or maybe even antique curtain lace. Please tell me. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know. It has that really cool feel. I love it. All right, here's a piece of this fabric-y stuff right here. Do I put that with the fabrics? I think I put that with the fabric. Let me put that with the fabric. Another baggie, and then here's another big thing of lace. I'll leave that pin on there. But let's see if we can get this. It's very tiny. It's very delicate. Okay, we'll put this right there. I don't know why I'm putting them in both places, but I feel like this isn't even all the lace. I have more lace, friends, so I feel like it doesn't matter what two. I'm going to use 2 containers for lace. I can't open this. There we go. Just empty this one out. And let me just open these bags. I feel like they might be glaring on there, so we'll just empty them out. That one I set aside is like Christmassy stuff mostly, so I just thought I'll just move that over to the side for a second, and then we can kind of see what's in here. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of stuff. More things than I even can imagine. Okay, and things that are now they're going onto the floor. So there's this. I have no idea. It's stiff. It's got that stiff feel, but isn't that pretty? This would be great for coffee dyeing also. So I'll put that over there. I'll get rid of that paper. I don't need that. And then I have this piece in here. What's this? Oh, this is like ribbons, like those really pretty ribbons. Ooh, beautiful ribbons. I'm going to stick that right there with the ribbons. This right here, I'm going to get rid of that. So all of this green and red and gold trim. It's like a bundle of it here. There's some white. Oh, a feather. There's some pink with some... That pink have any? It's got iridescent stuff in there. So this I feel, oh my gosh, look at this ribbon right here. What is that? I thought it was pumpkins, but it looks like little roses or flowers of some sort. Here's some white lace. I'm trying to get these laces out of the Christmassy type stuff. All right, so I'm gonna pull this Christmassy stuff here out, this out of there. And I'm going to take all of this, not you, are you attached? So there's golds, reds, greens, there's lace, trims, rickrack. I'm going to take all of this bundle, this knotted up bundle, I'll deal with it later, and all of this, but isn't it pretty? There's burgundies, reds, there's just different shades. It's so gorgeous. What a wonderful, I actually have a bin with all of these in there, quite a lot, so I'll be doing some Christmas packs pretty soon. I'm gonna set that over to the side, so it's all Christmas right there, or what I would consider to be towards the Christmas type of stuff. Now let's go through these trims. So we have some burgundy, we have some of this, A little bit of this and a little bit of that. These are so pretty. Oh, it's a bundle. Okay, well, I unrolled it as I pulled it, so there you go. We'll put that over here. This one I love, so I just really love these, and that's pretty. I'm not gonna unwrap that whole little bundle. Some more of this. This trim right here is really pretty too. That one. I love these little fabric trims. Isn't that gorgeous? There's some black right there. I think that might be, I can't tell if that's a navy blue or black. I feel like this is navy blue and then some black. We'll just set that aside. Oh, I love this. I have some of this in my stash already. Some more trim. Okay, and it looks like there might be some like red, white, and blues, some more Christmassy. Let's get those. Isn't that so cool? Love those flowers. I'm gonna put that there. Here's some more of those kinds of trims right here. Just different ones. Yeah, this, I definitely have to do a bigger organization with this, but not on a video. That's really pretty. I can't tell if I would use that for Christmas, for every day. It's beautiful. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to, I don't know what to do, my friends. I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment. Like, what do I do with this? There's like so many pieces. I almost feel like I should just make some different bundles myself, kind of how they did it. Just maybe make it more like either Christmas or springy, or I can do kind of a mixed one. I don't know what this is. And then I can sell packs like that. Would you want to watch a video of me putting the packs together though? I feel like it would be a long video, and it would, I don't know that I could, and I definitely couldn't talk through it. So if I did something like that, I'm pretty sure it would just be with some music. I did a voiceover once before, and I remember it took me a long time to figure it out. I feel like I'm seasoned. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm seasoned enough at this point where I don't think it would take me that long to figure out how to do a voiceover. I could do that with a little bit of music in the background, just light music. What do you like? So, I mean, sometimes it really depends on the mood I'm in. Sometimes I want the light music in the background when there's a voiceover, and sometimes I'm like, no, don't play the music. You're putting me to sleep. Or sometimes I'm thinking, okay, the music wasn't, it's not everybody's taste or even the sound of it, so just do the voiceover. It's so confusing. There's, you know what, you'll never make 100% of everyone happy, but that's pretty. As I'm holding this together, I'm just like looking at this brown and purple, and I'm loving that. That's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Anyways, some more lace. This lace. This is like one of those triple laces. I've taken so many of these apart to get down to all the other laces. Let's see what else is in here. Some Christmas ribbon. I'll put that over there. Another piece of lace. Some more trimmy stuff. Trimmy? I don't know what's in here. Let's set that aside for a second. Okay, here's a big piece of lace. A nice wide lace. Oh, I love this. How smart. I didn't even think about that. Just taking the big pieces and just lay them on top and use those as the pin. I like that. That's great for pockets and stuff, isn't it? Okay, so I picked this pile up. Let's move it out. Some pink, some red trims. Oh, this is pretty. That's wire ribbon. And then some more like loose threads here, some of the more golds. I think that's going to be with the Christmassy stuff. So those piles that I was organizing, it's no more and no more. It's just a big pile now. This is, oh, I like this green skinny. I like that. That'd be great in tassels and things. Well, all kinds of stuff. Like there's just, what's this? Oh, with little like, oh, that's Christmassy, I believe. Some loose pieces here. I really don't know what this is. I don't think that I would use this, but it's there for now. I'll just toss it in there. More loosey things. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I never come across this, a beige one. That's pretty. And some brown. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love this pretty color of brown. Such a rich brown. Love it. This has got green. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I hope I come across some more lace like that in some of this other stuff. Wouldn't that be nice? Some more of this really cool variegated, monochromatic variegated ribbon type stuff. Okay, let me know if I'm making up words. What are these? I feel like these are all the things that we can do. They're smaller and thinner, but we could, depending on how long they are, like you can make these all like crunchy, not crunchy, crunchy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to leave those in there for now. I might add to that later. Oh my gosh, look at this mess. I just want to get this all in this basket. I don't want it all over my kitchen floor. So some more of this. All right. So much for my organizing of the piles. I should have known better. Oh, so cute. Is that a bunny? It's a bunny. Oh, and then, oh, some little earrings. Those are cute. Those would be really pretty in a journal. Let's see. And I bet you anything, is this fabric embellishment trims? So I wonder if she bought it like this. That's cute. I think I'm just going to keep that all together and put it in the bag, back in the bag, like that. Oh, a pin. That is a pin. That's going to be scary. Okay. And then I really don't know what this is. I have one more thing I want to show you that I think is so super cool. Oh, they were making eyeballs. Okay. Maybe keep that together for a reference for myself someday, if I ever do that. I'll probably forget that I even have it. So there's that. But there's something else I want to show you because it's so cool, my friends. I have no idea if anybody even is into this. I don't even know where I would sell it. There's this big pack really quick. Oh my gosh. So before that, I have these two things as well. So, oh my gosh, purple. I got purple trim in here, beads and other things. I'm just going to leave this one in the bag. I should have done that with the other ones too. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Too late. There's this big thing of lace right there. I'm going to leave that one in there. And grab these pieces up off the floor here. All right. That lace, and there's that. All right. Now for the big item that I wanted to show you that I thought was so cool. And that is baby shoes. Have you ever seen, did you ever come across baby shoes? Who has like a weird baby shoe fetish? Is that what it's called? I don't know. So let me see how many matching pairs I have. So there's all these cute little baby shoes. This was at a different sale. This one, I know this one was at the state sale that I bought some original like old marriage certificate things and stuff like that. So check these out. I wish I knew. So they obviously used to be on the stands. So they have little holes in them, but they're so cute. There's a stamp in there, OW1193. I don't know what that means. They're like, but they're little leather shoes. These, and I have more in here. This is a size 2. That must be size 2, right? That's what it says in there. This has got like all this work, this punch work out. It's got the cotton down in there. Oh, it's got a felt bottom. So cute. They're so soft and delicate. Let's see. Let me get the rest of the shoes out. So this one, oh, these kind of remind me of like little ballet slippers. These ones, felt bottom. Look at that. Isn't that so adorable? There's this one and this one. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 sets right there. And, oh, these ones, look at, you can see where I remember back in the 80s in New York, when I lived in New York, and it was really popular to wear these little white patent leather shoes called Capezios. I don't know if I'm saying it right, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. But I remember this shoe polish look because you had to keep your Capezios pristine. And so you would always end up with all the shoe polish look instead. Oh my gosh, so cute. And look at the, it's got like this fuzzy thing on the tongue. Cute. Leather outside soles. So, aren't these so cute? I'm like, and then this one, is this a newer one? This one's called, I feel like this would be a newer shoe only because of the type of rubber it's a rubber sole, first of all. And then it's got a stamp on there. But I don't know how old or new it is. I just know it was in this box. There's some numbers down in there. I know it was in this box of shoes, but I'm saving the very last pair to show you because I think it is the most coolest. So let me set these little doll shoes, these little baby shoes aside up there. And then I'm gonna show you my most favorite pair that I think is the most amazing. There's a little hole in it, which is really sad, but they're so adorable. Look at these. They feel like they're felt all the way around, and they have embroidery on them. It has a little hole right there though, but they're so soft. Oh, 100% wool. Oh my gosh, aren't they so adorable? So I just had this in my box of stuff. Look at the little eyelet holes for the laces. The cute little laces. They're so thin, like, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do with these. I don't collect baby doll things. I don't collect doll shoes or anything like that. And I have no idea what to do with these. All right, that is all for this haul. And I still have, of those 2 bins that I just went through, I still have I have 2 more or 3 more of those bins to go through. And I have 3 big boxes and I have 5 or 6 large bags of stuff to go through, and then some other miscellaneous on my table. So it's going to be a few videos, a few hauls, and yeah, I'm just going to keep doing them, and then I'll just have them posted randomly as I'm getting ready to do sales so that you can have it more current to know what's going on. That's my plan. Don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that's what the plan is of today. Anyhow, friends, tell me what your favorite thing in this haul was. What would you do with these baby shoes? Are they something that people actually want, or did I just buy a bunch of stuff that I have to now go redonate? I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you on the next video, my friends. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.